Hey everyone! Happy April. Spring is here. I'm not sure where you are watching this, but in Portland, all of the cherry blossoms are coming out and it is spring here. Daily allergy pills are happening. It's here. um yeah, a lot going on in the month of March. I officially am moved into Rob's house, which is now going to be referred to as our house or my new house or my house. I've got to get in the habit of that. It's unique and different. Um, what else? Uh, Went on a big trip to Maui, to Hawaii with Rob for a wedding. Got to see some friends get married, which was quite beautiful. Uh, Matt came with us and Gloria. We had a great time. I'm going to do a whole separate video recap, catch up kind of thing for Hawaii and do its own little thing. So just kind of keep this focused. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll have time to do that today, but if I don't, keep an eye out. I'll send an update, an email update also for that. Let's see. Let me pull up my calendar. We'll go through the month together, and yeah, let's get it going. Oh, real quick. I'm so grateful that anyone's paying any attention to this blog life thing I've got going on, and people are interacting with it and leaving comments, and I'm so grateful. However, I don't always know who's commenting. So, I know that whatever platform I'm using is kind of outdated and weird, but it's cheap and it gets the job done. So, whatever. So, when you're leaving a comment, if you don't want to sign in or anything like that, that's fine. You're also welcome to keep your comments anonymous. It's just whenever I'm responding, it would be neat to be able to, include your name or know who I'm talking to. So, it says it's an anonymous comment, but if you could just maybe like sign your name or some way I can know that it's you. So, thank you. Let's see, March. La da 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 da. Right, so we came back from Hawaii on the 5th, and that was a Wednesday. And then Matt moved out on the 8th, which was the following Saturday, so 2 days later. Once Matt moved out, he took my mattress, and so that's when I started just staying full-time overnight here at Rob's. And yeah, we got a new mattress. So, we've had it for about 3 weeks now, and it's hard to know if my body hurts because of the new mattress. It's a little firmer, or because I've been moving for like almost a month. I don't know if it's just my body getting used to something. So, word is not in yet if we love the mattress, but I think we love the mattress. And it's a Serta. We went to like 3 different stores to test drive some mattresses, and luckily Rob and I kind of like the same type of mattress. So, yeah, it's a king. So we had a bed frame for a queen, and if we had, this is like, there's 3 of these wooden pillars that create the size of a queen mattress. It sticks out a little bit beyond the mattress, and if we had gotten another panel to make it a king, there'd be no room in the bed for bedside tables, which was important, and room for walking. So we're selling this. If anyone wants a really nice wooden slat bed frame, it's really awesome. It's really nice. Send me a message. We'll chat. Because it's not going anywhere currently where we have it posted online. Yeah. All right. So we got a new bed. We got Matt had a king size bed frame, so we're just using that. Seems to be working great. Love it. Matt moved out. I moved in. Oh. Before I left to go to Hawaii, I had a in-person job meeting interview. You should totally hire me. I had an interview and it went super well. And when I got back from the trip, I was given a job offer and I accepted it. So I have a job. However, I have been unemployed for 5 months, going on 5 months, and I have a taste of freedom that I really enjoy. So it's going to be hard getting back into the saddle again, but I will do it. I start on the 6th of April, 7th, which is next Monday, 1 week from today. And I did a test run. It's downtown. It's in another financial services company. So their building's downtown Portland. And I just did a little review of my bus ride that I'm going to try and do every morning because they don't pay for parking. Which is okay. I don't mind taking the bus. It's fine. I just have to reset my mind on planning that out and hoping that the bus gets me there in a timely manner. Yeah, so that's exciting. I accepted the job. La da 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 da. What else did we do? It's just been a lot of, I've moved a lot over my years as an adult who moves and lives places. Even before I was an adult, I moved around a lot when I was young. So I'm very used to schlepping my shit around, getting rid of things, changing, whatever it is that I want to have around me. And I've moved in very different ways. I think the way that I thought was going to be the most efficient for this run was not. My last one, the move before going into my apartment that I just left, was probably the most efficient. And that was boxing everything up, putting it into a pod, and it sat in storage for 2 weeks, and then it was delivered, and I had friends help me unpack it and just put things places. That was phenomenal. Would recommend, would do again. I did not do that this time. I thought because I had all the time in the world, I had about a month to get out. I had a month to get out of my apartment, but I knew this was coming for 9 months. So I had plenty of time, I thought, to just go room by room and bring over things in little trips. Just fill as much as I could in the car, whatever. It took longer than I thought. It created a lot of chaos on the other end here at the house, and I was very stressed the whole time. And it seems convenient, but it's really not, and I'm not doing that again. Not doing it again. Needless to say, I am getting rid of a lot of shit. We're going to have a yard sale. I'm calling it a multi-family, household yard sale sometime in April. So if anyone's in the Portland area and wants to drop by, I will be making a little reminder flyer thing. So keep an eye out for that. So, yeah, it just depends on the weather at this point because, you might get 3 days of sunshine or it's 2 solid weeks of rain. Yeah, so I've got a lot of crap that I'm getting rid of. It's not crap, it's nice stuff, which has actually been stressful because I'm sad to get rid of things. It's nice to let things go, but there's also I threw away some stuff that I've been holding on since high school. I don't have a lot of things from high school days, but there's a few things where I've anytime I see it, I'm oh, That reminds me of Wildflower, working at the coffee shop and my friends that I had. Anyway, time to move on, I suppose. I also was, while I was trying to sort through things here at the new house, my new house, I was watching Marie Kondo's Tidying Up, which I love. I love it so much. It brings a lot of inspiration for me. But it started to give me a lot of anxiety. There's a few people on that show that are true hoarders, and I'm not that. But it felt like it when I was sitting in just rooms full of stuff not in boxes and out of order. So, yeah. Anyway, a very long story short, I'm moved and everything is in the house, and I just returned the keys to the apartment manager, and end of that chapter, on to the next one. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with Rob. I'm happy to have Tilly and Nacho together in my life, and I can now say I have 2 dogs. Sweet. Little bunny's all grown up. Let's see. So I moved. I got a job. Rob's sister Gloria, who's also my close friend, it was her birthday on the 13th, and so the next day on the 14th we had a reservation to celebrate at Con. I'll leave a little review of Con in the blog part of this thing. It's the second time I've gone in the last year, and it was just, I mean, it's so good. It's so good. Pricey. This one was a pricey one with 5 people, but well worth it. It's just like the food's so good. The cocktails are really great. Yeah, if you can get in, if you can figure it out, it's great. It's actually really not hard to figure out anymore. So let me know if you want any hot tips on how to get a table. Like I know anything different than what you can find on the internet, but you know, let me know. I'll help you out. For my new job, I had to get my fingerprints done. I had to do a background check, and everything came back fine. Excuse me. I went, friends of mine and I went to, we couldn't celebrate the weekend of St. Patty's Day, so we did St. Patty's Day belated celebration the weekend after. I started at TC O'Leary's on Alberta, and then kind of hopped around a little bit and ended up at Carla. Whatever. I have it correct in the blog part, so whatever. I did a happy hour with some girlfriends, Tara, Brittany, Megan. So good to see them. It's not a happy hour, it's breakfast. It's at the East Burn. Yeah. Met up with my friend, one of my best friends, Jess, on Wednesday last week, and God, she makes me feel so seen and so heard and understood, and I love her so much. And then the next day, I saw my friend Elizabeth, and my credit card told me that if I bought new glasses frames at Warby Parker, I'd get $30 off, so that encouraged me, and I went and I bought some new frames for work. So I'm planning on just leaving work glasses at work and letting it have its own time. Yeah. All right. This is going on a little long. I just got a notification my storage is low. So ending this here, ending it on a high note. I'm happy. I'm living. I'm laughing. I'm loving. It's great. Yeah, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out for the Hawai'i recap. Yeah, I'll be back for the end of April. So many good things. Oh, I didn't talk about what's coming up in the month of April. Let me do that real quick. if I can see anything that's of note. If anyone likes Dovey V, the pizza place on Gleason and 28th, they have a deal on Mondays only, dine-in only. $38 for a full pie and a salad. I think their full pies are like $30. So good deal there. It's through the end of spring, so you've got some time, but it's Mondays only. I will be doing that for sure. My girlfriends and I are meeting up on Saturday the 12th for karaoke. I started a new podcast. It's How I Met Your Mother podcast, and it's Josh Radnor, who played Ted, and one of the creators, Craig Thomas, I think is his name. Carter Biggs, Craig Thomas, and they are going through each episode because Josh Radnor's wife has never seen How I Met Your Mother, and so they're going through each episode, blah, blah, blah. They talk a lot, so it's not something you need to super focus on, but I love the show so much, and it's nice to hear them 20 years later kind of reflecting on how it kind of started and what their intentions were, and just some fun little insight there. April 20th, 420 is Easter. Earth Day's on Tuesday the 22nd. My friend Allie Sims' birthday's on the 23rd. My friend Jess and her husband Baker got married on the 29th of April. So that's exciting. Oop. The dogs are barking. I'm going to wrap this up. I miss you all very much, and please remember to include your name on comments so I know who I'm responding to and interacting with. Okay. I love you so much. Bye-bye. So I just got back from my trial run of going to the new office on the bus, and it was a success. I got there. I thought it was going to take an hour to get there, and it took closer to just 45 minutes. And then I came back in also 45 minutes. So it was under a 2-hour there and back, which was fantastic. The bus. I have a love-hate for the bus. It's not my first choice. I love the freedom of having my car to be able to, just have that control. And being on the bus, you don't have that control. I can't control who's getting on the bus. I can't control who's getting off the bus. I can't control what someone's going to say on the bus or do. All I can do is just worry about myself. But I love the bus because I don't have to worry about paying attention to traffic and driving. Which again, I love driving, but there's a time and a place. And I just don't enjoy driving as much in traffic as maybe I've never enjoyed that, but I'm willing to relinquish it if it means getting downtown and not having to pay for parking and all of that jazz. So bus was a success. I talked to my friend Elizabeth, who's moving back to Mexico this week, next week maybe. Anyhow, we were chatting the other night, and she doesn't have a lot of good things to say about riding the bus or the Portland TriMet system, and I didn't disagree to her face, but I disagree. I think that it's great that there are buses that run every 15 minutes. It's reliable, and this morning it was packed. It was packed with people, so it was definitely worth them having multiple buses coming at multiple times. So anyhow, the bus ride back was a little lighter, but still most seats were full. And no one was inappropriate. No outbursts. There's one guy that was chiefing on his joint before he got onto the bus, so the whole bus then smelled like, not fresh weed, but smoked secondhand, kind of nasty weed. There's a difference. Anyway, yeah, when I ride the bus, there's always a new appreciation for my city or the city I'm in. Um, I've been on many buses and trains and whatever in multiple cities around the world. Not around the world, but like around the world. And I don't know, I really like that experience. It gives me a chance to just like kind of see what's around me, and I slow down a little bit. And this morning it was just so pleasant. I had my coffee and I had some morning lo-fi beats going and just feeling it and grooving and watching like the store. The bus I caught was at 7 a.m. So I'm watching the storefronts open up. I'm seeing people go into like a bakery and coming out with like a box of like, I'm assuming pastries. It's just freaking cute. And say what you want about Portland, okay? Also a love-hate relationship with my city. And whenever I'm riding the bus, I always seem to like have this newfound appreciation for where I live and how people live. And yeah, there's some shit that happens here, but ultimately I really enjoy the size of this city. And it feels big, but it also feels very small. I don't know. I hope that never goes away, that if this job that I take is long term and I ride the bus every day to work 5 days a week, I hope that I can appreciate that bus ride because it's really cool. I get to go through way outskirts of town and make my way down a very populated street in Portland and go through all the different neighborhoods. And I just love it so much. I get to see the bike, there's a bunch of bike stores and restaurants and bars. And yeah, I just like seeing the city wake up. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the bus dropped me off like a block away from where I work, and then the bus to go back is 2 blocks from work. It's just like a cool vibe. I don't know. I'm very, very excited for this new chapter. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. With that being said, I'm going to have more time to read, perhaps. Would love some podcast recommendations. I love true crime, but I'm very particular about it. I like to hear actual people talking. Rob likes Last Podcast on the Left, and that there's a lot of good information there, but they talk over each other and make fart sounds and voices, and I'd rather hear like witnesses talking about what they saw and family members where it's like really invasive into people's lives and probably shouldn't be happening. But I'm here for that. Yeah, so if you have any recommendations or something totally different, that would be fantastic too. I love a good story. I like if someone can tell a good story in my ears. I'll give it a whirl. Okay. Well, again, love Portland. Love, hate Portland. This morning I love Portland. Yeah,